Ever heard a foreigner whisper, "Man, I regret marrying a Filipina"? Sounds shocking, right? But before anyone gets angry in the comments, again, relax. This video is not about blaming Filipinas, and it's definitely not about saying international marriages don't work, because many foreigners marry Filipinas and are incredibly happy. But sometimes things don't go the way people imagined. And the reasons are actually more about culture, expectations, and misunderstandings than love. So today we're talking about real situation, real stories, and common challenges that some foreigners face after marrying a Filipina. Some might surprise you, some might make you laugh, and some might make you say, okay, that makes sense. Hello everyone, this is Dear Cherry and welcome back to the channel where we talk about relationships, culture, and life in the Philippines. Let's dive in. Different expectations about marriage. Many international relationships start the same way. A foreigner meets a Filipina online or during a vacation in the Philippines. Everything feels exciting. The beaches, the food, the warm hospitality, and of course, the romance. Sometimes the relationship moves so fast it feels like a movie montage. One moment you're sharing halo halo, next moment you're planning a wedding. But here's the important thing. Marriage can mean very different things depending on culture. In many Western countries, marriage is mostly about two people building their own life together. But in Filipino culture, marriage often means joining a whole family network. And when I say network, I mean a very active network. Parents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, neighbors who somehow become cousins. And suddenly, there's a birthday celebration every week. Some foreigners absolutely love this strong family connection. They enjoy the warmth, the gatherings, the feeling of community. But for others, it can feel overwhelming, like they accidentally joined a reality show called Keeping Up with the Barangay. Tell me in the comments, which family do you think is bigger? Filipino families or Western families? I'm curious. Family financial expectations. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the money. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusion, helping family is a very normal part of Filipino culture. Filipinos are known for being generous and supportive to relatives. If someone needs help with school tuition, medical bills, or emergencies, family members often help. But sometimes, when a foreigner marries into the family, expectations can increase. Suddenly, there might be a request like, "Can you help with my brother's tuition? Can you help repair the roof? Can you help buy medicine for grandma?" And sometimes the requests are a little more interesting, like, "Kuya, can you help me buy a new smartphone?" Or the legendary request, "Just a small loan." You know the one, the small loan that mysteriously disappears into another dimension. Sometimes I think these small loans have their own teleportation system. Once they leave your wallet, they're never seen again. Now again, not every family is like this. But for foreigners who are not used to this cultural expectation, it can feel confusing or stressful. Have you ever given someone a small loan that turned into a permanent donation? Be honest, tell your story in the comments. No judgment here. The relationship moved too fast. Another common issue is something that happens everywhere in the world: rushing into marriage. Some foreigners fall deeply in love during a 2-week vacation. Everything feels perfect: romantic beach walks, sunset dinners, beautiful island scenery. But vacation romance is very different from everyday life. When you're on a holiday, everything feels magical. Nobody is worrying about work deadlines, bills, or responsibilities. So sometimes couples get married before they truly understand each other. And later they discover important differences like how someone handles stress, how someone manages money, how someone deals with family problems. Because during the honeymoon phase, everyone is sweet, everyone is patient, everyone is charming. But real life eventually shows up like an unexpected guest. And sometimes that guest brings drama. Be honest. Have you ever rushed into something in life and later thought, maybe that was a little fast? Share your story below. Cultural communication differences. Here's something that causes a lot of misunderstanding. Communication style. In Filipino culture, people often avoid direct confrontation. Instead of saying a direct no, you might hear phrases like, maybe, we'll see, let's think about it. Now, to a foreigner, that might sound like agreement. They might think, great, she said maybe, so it's possible. But sometimes in Filipino communication, maybe actually means that's a polite no. Over time, this small misunderstanding can create frustration because both people think they are communicating clearly, but they are actually speaking two different cultural languages. It's like stepping into a polite communication trap. You think you're walking toward a yes, but surprise, it's actually a no hiding behind good manners. Have you ever misunderstood something someone said because of cultural differences? Tell me your funniest miscommunication story in the comments. Life after the honeymoon phase, after the wedding. Real life begins. Bills, responsibilities, work, maybe children, maybe extended family requests. Suddenly, the romantic beach dinners turn into conversations like, wait, who's paying the electricity bill? And if you live in the Philippines, electricity bills can be shocking. Sometimes you open the bill and say, did the air conditioner run a marathon this month? Aircon in the Philippines seem to have Olympic level endurance. It runs day and night. And the electricity bill is the gold medal. But jokes aside, adjusting to daily life together is a challenge for any couple, especially when two cultures are involved. Has your electricity bill ever shocked you more than your wedding vows? Let me know in the comments. Loneliness and cultural adjustment. Another issue some foreigners experience is loneliness. Even if they love their partner deeply, adjusting to a new country can be difficult. There may be language barriers, different social circles, different lifestyles, different expectations. And sometimes it takes time to build friendships and feel truly at home. Combine that with relationship stress and loneliness can feel heavier. Even karaoke nights can't always cure that kind of loneliness. And we all know karaoke is basically the national therapy session. If you're a foreigner living in the Philippines, did you feel lonely at first? Write it in the comments. Unrealistic expectations. Some foreigners move to the Philippines imagining life will feel like a permanent vacation. Beautiful beaches, delicious food, low cost of living, fresh mangoes everywhere. And yes, those things are amazing. But living somewhere is very different from visiting. Real life includes traffic, paperwork, bills, government offices, and of course, island time. Island time is like a mysterious clock. Sometimes things happen slowly, sometimes suddenly very fast, and nobody really knows why. Have you ever been surprised by island time? Tell me your funniest story below. Now, let's be clear about something important. Many foreigners marry Filipinas and live very happy lives together. In fact, international marriages can be incredibly strong. Why? Because when couples take time to understand each other's cultures, communicate openly, respect family values, and stay patient with differences, the relationship becomes stronger. Love grows deeper when people learn from each other. So why do some foreigners regret marrying a Filipina? Usually, it's not about nationality, it's about cultural differences, family expectations, financial pressure, rushed relationship, miscommunication. But when couples approach marriage with patience, honesty, and mutual respect, international relationships can be beautiful and successful. Now, I want to hear from you. If you're a foreigner married to a Filipina, what surprised you the most about marriage? And if you're a Filipina married to a foreigner, what challenges did you face? Share your stories in the comments. I read them all. And they always make the conversation even more interesting. If you enjoy this honest talk about relationships, culture, and life in the Philippines, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next Real Talk episode. This is Their Cherry, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!